What if the echoes of the past were more than just memories? Discover the chilling tale of an abandoned abbey in Ireland and the mysterious ghostly monks. Welcome to Myth or Reality. Today we've got a gripping tale that will challenge what you think you know. As you watch, listen closely, because at the end you'll need to decide. Is this story a true account, a reality, or untrue, just a cleverly crafted myth? It's up to you to figure it out. So the story: in the secluded hills of County Galway, Ireland, lie the crumbling ruins of St. Benedict's Abbey. Founded in 1267 by Cistercian monks, the abbey was once a place of peace and prayer. But on the night of October 31st, 1521, a catastrophic fire broke out, reducing the abbey to a smoldering ruin. Every monk inside perished, their bodies found huddled in what was once the grand hall. The cause of the fire was never discovered, and the abbey was abandoned, left to the elements and the whispers of ghosts. Centuries passed, and St. Benedict's became little more than a forgotten relic. However, in 1847, strange rumors began to surface in the nearby village of Kilpatrick. Villagers claimed that on certain nights, when the air was still and the moon was high, one could hear a choir singing from the ruins. A choir of monks, their voices rising in a hauntingly beautiful chant. The first recorded encounter with the ghostly choir came from a local farmer named Sean O'Malley. One autumn evening, as O'Malley was returning from the village, he heard faint singing coming from the direction of the abbey. Curious and unnerved, he followed the sound to the edge of the ruins. There in the moonlight, he saw spectral figures in monks' robes, their faces hidden in shadow, their voices lifting in a solemn hymn. Terrified, O'Malley fled, but the memory of those ghostly voices haunted him for the rest of his days. In 1892, a school teacher named Margaret Flynn recorded a similar experience. She had taken her students on a field trip to the abbey ruins, hoping to teach them about local history. As the day wore on and the shadows grew longer, Flynn and her students began to hear the faint strains of music. The closer they got to the abbey, the louder the singing became. They saw no one, yet the air was filled with the sound of voices, chanting in a language Flynn could not understand. Frightened, she gathered the children and hurried back to the village, where she later wrote of the encounter in her diary. The legend of the ghostly choir drew the attention of paranormal investigators. In 1973, a Dublin team recorded the phenomenon at the Abbey. After midnight, they heard a low, melodic chant seemingly from the walls. Analysis revealed the voices were outside normal human speech range, with two deep frequencies. Despite the evidence, some remained skeptical, attributing the sounds to the wind or distant animals. Yet, the stories persisted. In 2003, a group of tourists visiting the Abbey claimed to have heard the choir as they were leaving at dusk. Emma Collins, one of the tourists, described the experience in a local newspaper. It started as a soft hum, then grew into this beautiful, haunting melody. We couldn't see anyone, but it felt like the monks were right there, singing just for us. I've never heard anything like it. To this day, visitors to St. Benedict's Abbey report hearing the ghostly choir on cold, moonlit nights. Some dismiss it as a trick of the mind, while others believe the monks are still there, their spirits bound to the abbey singing their eternal hymn. So what do you think? Is this story fact or fiction? True or untrue? A reality or a myth we made up? Well, here's the answer. The ghostly choir of St. Benedict's Abbey is completely made up and just a myth. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have your own story? Share it in the comments. You might see it in a future video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.